Hello and welcome back to Unspecified Podcast. We'll be right with you, fine ladies and gentlemen out there.
Good. What's up, everybody?
I'm basically done sharing the link. Party on. Excellent.
I really thought I was going to get to take over it tonight.
Take over what?
The link sharing. What's up, Bert? What's up, Susan? Hey, Smiles. What's up, Andrew?
What
Dragon
is up?
Slayer.
Guys, what's
Happy
up?
Sunday.
Thank you so much,
Grinchmo,
everybody, for
Nan, what's up?
Popping in and saying what's up, guys.
Hey, Jessica. Texas in the house.
We got Texas in the house.
Catman don't. What's
Catman
up?
don't. Bert, what is up, dude? Bro fist. All right, so not our traditional setup for this channel, but that's what's happening because
Right.
it's just that unspecified. Number one, first order of business, guys, is I wanted to bring to you guys, if you didn't know, we started an ODYSEE. It's the first link in the description. We're only at 14 followers over there on ODYSEE, and I actually love the way they spell it.
Right, yeah.
Completely
Yeah.
irrelevant. But anyway, if you want to know where we'll be, just in case one day, if you want to know where we'll be, in case our channels are just vanished.
What's up, Jason?
Alex, dude, what's up, my man?
What's up, James?
What are
What's
you
up,
guys doing
Crazy
up so
Al?
late? That's what I want to know. You
What's
guys
up,
were staying
Alex?
up over the weekend, and now y'all not used to going to bed yet. I'm just playing.
Hey, I'm seeing a couple of comments in chat about Canon Hinnett. Is there something going on specifically? Of course,
Well, yeah, I mean,
rest
just
in
that.
peace.
Yeah, I mean, they just don't want.
Just a friendly reminder, that is the 5-year-old little boy that was killed.
Killed for no reason by a neighbor. Yeah.
Last summer.
Hey, Jason, what's up, brother? American Be Savage, Brofist, Susan, Nan, Grinch Mode, Dragon Slayer, Smiles. What's up, man?
I'm so excited. I thought we were gonna be too late and
Crazy
nobody was
L,
gonna
what's
be
up?
on.
She is just the one I wanted to see. I wanted to let you know that the woodworking has gone nowhere. It's just been that Tiff has actually been hard at work carving and whatnot, and we've just been terrible about, as content creators, getting it out to you guys.
I'm the worst. I'll
No,
record
me.
all these
No,
little
it's me.
videos.
So
And then Landon's like, what do you want to do with it? And I'm like, I thought you knew. I don't know.
Peter, what is up, dude? Brofist.
What's up, Kelly?
We got Charm Life Lady Kelly. Everybody's here. Michael
I
Vaughn.
know.
Michael
I'm
Mann.
so sleepy. Look, I'm going to be honest. I fell asleep on the stream last night.
Oh, no, that's fine.
Oh,
fine.
the shame. The shame. I'm old, y'all. I get sleepy. I'm very like easygoing. So like if I gotta sleep standing up, so be it. I'm not one to complain.
No, I hear that. I hear that. Joining you on ODYSEE, brother. Jason, dude, thank you so much, Brofist. That's awesome. That is awesome. I wanted to let you guys know. I'm gonna leave that up for right now. But to be honest, we're not here for riots tonight.
Right.
We actually have a lot of news to get into,
Right.
and articles to talk about. So if you guys want to, sit back and hang out, you know, and we might even be doing some room raiders if enough people show
up.
If enough people want to.
Right. It is late. It is late. My sleepy comment came from because Kelly said it's not 10 p.m. yet here on the West Coast, but I'm ready for sleep already. And I was just in agreement with that. Is anybody else feeling like sluggish or just sleepy? Man, it just feels heavy.
You know, I blame it on the weather.
Yeah,
here.
I could say that. What's up, guy?
All right.
Missouri. What's up? Okay, well, I've already said hey, Susan. Thanks, Susan. Oh, Jason, that's awesome. Thanks, man. Joining you on ODYSEE.
Mm-hmm. Unspecified V, good evening. Very good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. Bert, what is up? Bert Gummer live. Dude, Brofish, Guy Myers. Dude, I see that Hunter Orange. What is up, dude? All the way from Southeast Missouri. What's up, dude? Good evening. Alka Poontang, Moose and the Poos. Independent Minnie, hello. Very good to see you. Good
Dragon
evening.
Slayer says, not gonna lie, I'm a bit jealous of the rain. Don't be. It's like monsoon season here.
It's like monsoon season, man. It really is.
The yard turns into just a
It's like 1,000% humidity. Everything is intensified. Bones ache. Everything, man.
crawfish towers everywhere throughout the yard.
Crawfish towers everywhere.
Yeah, super sluggish and blah tonight. Independent Mary says,
Mr.
"What's
Mustache.
up, Mackenzie?
Mr. Mustache. What's up? What's up?
What? It's okay. It's 12:44 a.m. here in Maryland. Well, Susan, thank you so much for being on.
Mackenzie, Northern Risen. What is up, guys?
Mr. Mustachio, yeah. Did you
It's so
answer
good
that
to see
already?
everybody.
I know.
Dang.
Probably just what's happening in a news article. I think you already answered that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Northern Risen, what is up? Oh my gosh.
All right. Let's get into this.
This feels
What do you think about this?
a
Look at this.
reunion.
Look at this. Whoa.
Colors and shapes. I would buy that as a nightlight.
How Pixar uses hyper colors to hack your brain.
No! Not
What?
my brain.
The animation studio's artists are masters at tweaking light and color to trigger deep emotional responses. Coming soon, effects you'll only see inside your head. What?
What? I want to read this. The scene wasn't working. It was a moment from the Pixar film Coco, still in production at the time. The part when the family of Miguel, the main character, finds out he's been hiding a guitar. It takes place at twilight or just after, a pink and purple tinged time of day everywhere, but even more so in fictional Pixarian Mexico. And Danielle Feinberg, the photography director in charge of lighting the movie, didn't like it. She pressed pause with a frown. Uh-oh, somebody got a frowny face. Lighting a computer rendered, I'm gonna get it, movie isn't like lighting a film with real actors and real sets. The software Pixar uses creates virtual sets and virtual illumination, just ones and zeros, constrained only by the physics they're programmed with. Lights, that's clever. Lights, pixels, action. Real-world cameras and lenses have chromatic aberration.
What?
Sensitivities or insensitivities to specific wavelengths of light and ultimately limits to the colors they sense and convey their gamut. But at Pixar, the virtual cameras can see an infinitude of light and color. The only real limit is the screen that will display the final product, and it probably won't surprise you to hear that the Pixarians are pushing those limits too.
Full spectrum.
Of course, people at Pixar still have to make the choices
No
that'll produce the final
there.
outcome.
I'll keep my I'll keep myself
No!
quiet. No, because that got us chopped last time.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So,
that's true.
You can't just point out everything you see because that's a no-no. What's up, guys? Wait, I wanted to see. I saw somebody who said, Bert Gummer's like, dude, I'm falling asleep already. No, I think you said that earlier.
I'm like,
Hunter,
burn.
Hunter X Angler says that does absolutely nothing for me. Like, what, the colors and all that? They don't get you going. BMF Ranger, I wanted to brofist him. Brofish. Alex, shit, I'm still up because I just got done for the day. Worked over 90 hours this week.
Ooh.
Yeah. So what's up? Because I saw some, like, it's going down in them farm fields out there, up in farm country everywhere. Dudes are working overnight right now, just getting ready for the season, I guess. Planting and spraying and.
Well, it depends on where you are too. Some areas are having drought. Some areas are, it just depends what you're planting. In the conventional chromatic. Sorry, I'm just trying to get to the meat of it. Ominous vibe. Fiedberg wanted to set the lights she remembered from the warm honey kitchens they'd seen in Mexico. I wasn't sure the director was going to be happy with me putting green fluorescent light in the background, Fiedberg says. It was a little bit of a risk. But after seeing the light, the director, Lee Unkrich, agreed it looked like Mexico, he said. He remembered those lights and the resulting mood from their travels too. The green glow, which usually had one narrative meaning, assumed another. In a way, every filmmaker is really just playing with moving light and color on surfaces. That's the whole ball game of filmic given. But Pixar takes it further, perhaps just does it more self-consciously and systematically.
Hunter X Angler says, yeah, you can't fool me, bright colors. You can't get me that way.
Not today. Okay, well, anyway, so blah, 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 blah. They know marketing and they know what colors make you go, ooh.
American B. Savage is like, okay, you know what? Just cancel anything Disney.
Right. And so in my head, the meat and potatoes of this article is to, just be aware that, your games, your TV shows, your movies are all literally generated for you to want to watch them.
Like at this point, we've got what you like and how the human responds to things down to a science. Doritos are calculated down to the exact crunch.
And a real science too, not like a modern science, like for real.
Yeah. What do you call LOL? I mean, McDonald's French fries, for instance, okay? For instance.
Yeah,
they're like, they're you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. They are potatoes, but they're sat in a storage facility in a chemical situation for like 6 months.
What's up, Dynasty?
So that they can be the perfect yellow and texture and density and, like, it's a science experiment. It's science. I don't know. Anyway,
Dynasty, we were just listening to one of your songs right before we started.
Dynasty, we were just on your channel listening, bro. It was you got some like stuff. I go to his channel and he mixes songs together that I guess feel like they shouldn't go together, but the music from one and the lyrics from the other, they work.
I really like the Post Malone and Creed
Yeah,
crossover.
that's the one that I showed her.
That was one of my favorites.
I was like, dude, this is yeah.
I liked it. I dig it.
Anyway, we're talking about Dynasty here, and Dragon Slayer. I'm excited to see any of his new videos. Let's see here. American B. Savage, he also does some gaming. What's up, Bert? He also does stuff. What's up, guys? Brofist. All right, let's see.
That's a blessing, Unspecified V.
Look, let's change gears real quick. Fishy Fish, what's up?
I remember Overtime.
Kissinger warns of colossal dangers in U.S.-China tensions. All right, so this is one of many articles kind of talking about China. There's a lot of China,
a lot of stuff going on,
and I hope that doesn't get us chopped. It could. It's very possible. Very possible. Okay, so let's see here. Acclaimed diplomat Henry Kissinger said Friday that U.S.-China tensions threaten to engulf the entire world and could lead to an Armageddon-like clash between the two military and technology giants. This little paragraph, whatever you could call this sentence, phrase, whatever, just made me think that Godzilla versus King Kong is like a metaphor.
Oh, yeah.
A metaphor. Can anyone tell me who wins? It was King Kong, right? I don't know. No, who was it? It was... I don't know. Don't spoil it. Say spoiler alert. Look, I don't know. I may have stumbled upon something.
Mr. Mustachio says he put a new song up, so...
The 97-year-old former U.S. Secretary of State, I'm sorry,
what?
Who, as an advisor to President Richard Nixon, crafted the 1971 unfreezing of relations between Washington and Beijing, said the mix of economic, military, and technological strengths of the two superpowers carried more risks than the Cold War and the Soviet Union.
I have all the respect in the world for this man. 97 years old. My goodness. He was an advisor to the Nixon administration. Like, Holy moly. But, like, with all due respect, sir, you are too old. I mean, you shouldn't much less have to go to the bathroom alone. Much less
Dude.
make any decisions for anyone. My goodness. My goodness. And that's not even like assuming that he has deteriorating.
Well, I'm just saying, this is the guy that's quoted, okay? This is like one of those NWO quoted, never let a good crisis go to waste. Like, this is the guy. This
Right.
is that dude. Never let a good crisis go to waste.
Oof.
I think so.
I guess, and I'm tainted. You know, my grandfather had dementia, so in my head, when I think of older people, I do think of deterioration. But my goodness, 97. Nobody thinks that maybe we should have an age gap on how. I'm sorry, I'm hung up on the wrong thing. I'm just.
Oh no, yeah, he's not. He's
Oh,
former.
he's okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Whew, I
strains with China
misunderstood
are the biggest problem for America. The biggest problem for the world, Kissinger told the McCain Institute's, I mean, he's passed on too, Sedona Forum on Global Issues. Because if we can't solve that, then the risk is that all over the world, a kind of Cold War will develop between China and the United States. While nuclear weapons were already large enough to damage the entire globe during the Cold War, he said advances in nuclear technology and artificial intelligence, where China and the United States are both leaders, have multiplied the doomsday threat. Well, that sucks.
That's horrifying.
You don't think we could have cleaned up the doomsday threat a little bit and gotten a little better at the whole, anyway.
Right.
For the first time in human history, humanity has the capacity to extinguish itself in a finite period of time, Kissinger said. We have developed the technology of a power that is beyond what anybody imagined even 70 years ago. And now, the nuclear issue is added the high-tech issue, which, oh crap, guys, we've moved into the frickin' Skynet Judgment Day movie. Artificial intelligence in its essence is based on the fact that man becomes a partner of machines and that machines can develop their own judgment.
I mean, we've seen it in Battlestar Galactica. Hey, y'all, I feel so silly. I'm sorry about the names.
No, don't even worry about that.
I know,
That's
but
why
I feel bad because I misunderstood.
I was
it.
reading ahead a little bit, and I was like, hold up. So up here, this article, not article, forgive me, I'm a dummy. This paragraph right here, I was like, this kind of phrases it to where if you wanted to, it's like, the Godzilla movie is kind of like
I got a squirrel.
Think about it. They're the dragon. They're thought of as the dragon. Not calling Godzilla a dragon.
No, I
but
know, but
he's kind of like a reptile. That's a big reptile. That's kind of like a dragon. You know what I mean?
Also, kind of, sort of, if you think about Game of Thrones, the Targaryens were dragons.
A lot of dragon stuff. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh! And they conquered, didn't they? Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh! Any Game of Thrones fans out there? What if Khaleesi was like representative of China the whole time? Like, no, coming over to the West.
I mean, they were already.
No, for real.
It was already a metaphor.
Listen, she came. She came from Esteros, the east, to Westeros, the west.
Right.
The east to the west.
Ooh.
And then she burned down everything. I don't know, man. That's weird. All these weird metaphors in Hollywood. I'm sorry. I'm just connecting dots that probably aren't there. So in a military conflict between high-tech powers, it's of colossal significance. The Cold War between the United States and the Soviet Union during the decades after World War II was more one-dimensional, focused on nuclear weapons competition, said Kissinger, one of the leading strategic thinkers of the past 6 decades. Whoa, so they really exalt him. The Soviet Union had no economic capacity. They had military technology capacity. That's right. So that's another thing is that, the Russians actually have a lot of, the Soviet Unions have a lot of tech. Or last I heard, they had a lot of advanced tech.
Really?
I know that sounds kind of not true, but
I know, but I am.
Believe it or
head,
not,
yeah. I'm so my head is stuck on like 1990s movies depiction of Russia, which is like perma winter, vodka instead of water everywhere. You drink vodka, and like 20-year-old stuff. I don't know. It doesn't seem very high tech, but I realize that
No,
that's not accurate.
but their military capabilities are kind of advanced with like their robot technology and,
right, yeah. Well, I know
their radio technology, their frequency technology. They have a lot of advanced technology, but they don't have a lot of civilian advanced technology because, I don't know, they have a tighter hold on their folks.
Yep.
I'm not saying that diplomacy will always lead to beneficial results, he said. This is the complex task we have. Nobody has succeeded in doing it completely, he said. All right, so moving on from the Kissinger article, right? So, you know, mark that down, put a pin in it. Remember Kissinger, that guy that says never let a good crisis go to waste. Which is, you know, falls in line with the Hegelian dialectic, the, you know, create the problem and then provide the solution, problem, reaction, solution, whatever. Kissinger warns of a colossal dangers between U.S. and China. And
But I mean,
but the media is really pushing it. The New York Post, Beijing tops NYC, a number of billionaires on latest Forbes list. The Big Apple has taken a back seat to Beijing as the world's billionaire capital. And that's before a new state tax hike possibly pushes more fat cats to leave. It's not a big deal. I mean, it's just a metric that folks have looked at, and it's enough of a metric for someone to make a friggin' article about it. Oh, but look at this number. Beijing has seen an uptick of 33 billionaires. Whoa. Do you guys remember the movie Looper with Bruce Willis and that other dude, Gordon? I forgot his name. I'm not a super Hollywood guy. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, it's like a time travel movie.
Yep.
His future prediction self wakes up as an older Bruce Willis in China, where a lot of American cities where a lot of American citizens were. It's really weird.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's just something they didn't really explain in the movie. And because it was like him in the future, they showed that he even had like a Chinese wife and like
right,
and a family.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And don't forget about all those ghost cities that they're everywhere.
They're everywhere.
They're
Turkey.
they're in Turkey. They're in Saudi Arabia. Where else are they?
Turkey has the
China has
ones.
them. North Korea has ghost cities. Heck, even we are starting to have cities that have just failed and are empty.
Well, ghost towns, but that's different. So in America, ghost towns are a town that has already been established, lived in, and usually they're attributed to like old mining towns that, you know, they were thriving back in the early, you know, 1900s, 1800s, whatever. But, you know, as technology advanced, so did their resources, their, you know, jobs and things like that. And so the town just dried up and people moved on. But, you know, so that's a ghost town in America. These, like the ghost towns I'm talking about, are completely brand new.
Exactly.
Never been lived in.
Yeah, and especially one I don't think I can mention it. I can say that it's in the Saudi Arabia area. Starts with an E. No. Starts with an N. I'm just gonna say it. Neom. I shouldn't have said that. It's a thing. It's like a super smart city that's coming.
What?
Yeah, it's being built, and it's got like super high tech technology and whatnot. It's over in like Saudi Arabia area. And there's like, anyway, don't worry about all that. All right, so let's move on.
What's up, Hennessy?
This has taken us down a rabbit hole that I've got my, Hennessy Drew. That's who I want to say what's up to, Brofist. I can't keep up with everything. Not much aside from talking about how old Kissinger is. Yeah, so yeah, not much. We're just jib-jabbing, yipping and yapping, you know, ripping and running. Gary, Indiana, and Detroit could be ghost cities. Oh, snap. So Gary is really empty.
Well, yeah, everybody, they're like, you know what? We don't want to live in the murder capital.
No, you're right. And Detroit.
We'll leave. Yeah, Detroit. Well, there for a while, you know, the automotive industry was shut down, and so Detroit was really deteriorating. But then during a certain man's presidency, it was supposed to be, you know, back up and running. And I don't know exactly what all happened, but.
I'm just gonna say it. I shouldn't have said that. Going full Hagrid there. Yeah. That's exactly how it feels, man. All right. The Chinese capital has exactly one more billionaire than Gotham. What? Isn't that fictional? 100 to 99, according to Forbes. the number of billionaires worldwide increased 32% to 2755, or 660 more than a year ago, as many cashed in on surging stock market. Beijing saw an uptick of 33 billionaires during the worldwide Wuhan Wiggle catastrophe that began in China. While New York City's roster increased by only 7, I personally know countless millionaires and billionaires who have left. Well, yeah, because, I don't know if you guys know, New York is not the best place to live.
Right. That's such a crap scenario, though. If I that's such a if I can't play, I'm taking my ball and going home. Because that's gonna leave. People that can't afford to just up and move. That's gonna leave all of them in one spot with all these rules and penalties and taxes, and it's gonna make it very difficult. But
all right. Let's see. Founder, CEO of Public Relations, who is considering moving and relocating his 200 employees from Manhattan to Miami. That would be one of the best decisions he ever made. But Miami is actually not doing tip-top, let's just say. It's not doing terrible, but it's not what it was. You know what I mean? It is not immune to Democratic leadership's ability to... I don't know. I guess you could fill in the blank. All right. Let's see. Manhattan supermarket.
Wow, look at that skyline. That's New York, huh?
Yeah.
I've never been. I don't necessarily want to go, but I don't know. That's pretty, in a picture.
We'll see.
What's up, MH?
MH88, what's up? Good evening, lying dog face pony soldier. Thank you, team. Unspecified. Rock on. God bless. Dude, what's up? Bob Costa. Good to see you, brother. Imagine living in New York. Hey, guys, for those who missed the beginning, check us out on ODYSEE if you haven't already. I'm just pushing that real hard. If you want a link to our channel on ODYSEE, the link is the first link in the description. All right, back to terrible China news. You don't have to, but please do. Just in case you want to hang out with us after we disappear, because we clearly...
Right. Sometimes, we just get pulled.
Let's see. New York is being destroyed. I was in Palm Beach last weekend, and I met more millionaires and billionaires who have moved recently than you have hair on your head. Oh, boy. The key is they stay in Florida enough days each year to avoid New York taxes. He warned New York will continue to go downhill, and our billionaires and wealthiest will just get up and leave unless the city improves. While he continues to contemplate a run for governor, the Republican mogul told the Post he's also mulling moving his official residence out of state to reduce his tax bill. What do you guys think about that? Billionaires can buy a new corporate jet and live in Florida and easily fly back and forth between New York and Miami with the money they can save by moving to lower tax states like Florida. Let's see. While Beijing eclipsed New York City's billionaires in number, its super rich fall far behind in net worth. City moguls are worth $550 billion to Beijing's $490 billion. So, arguably, they have like one more billionaire, but the net worths of our billionaires are more by not very much, but enough. You know what I mean? That plug was smooth. Oh yeah, sorry about that, guys.
What's smooth?
That unspecified ODYSEE plug.
Oh.
Let's see. American B Savage, that's hilarious. He says, I'm bald, so that isn't actually a high number. Former Mayor Bloomberg was once again the city's wealthiest person and the world's 20th richest with $59 billion. TikTok titan Zhang Yiming with a $35.6 billion fortune was Beijing's top billionaire and 39th in global rankings. But higher taxes and dwindling quality of life could trigger an exodus from New York City, and not just from its ultra-rich. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Wealthy people are now afraid to walk the streets of New York, said Toro Sian, A few of my hedge fund friends moved quietly to Palm Beach and won't return. Whoa. Founder and CEO of Talent Resources, a fast-growing digital influencer marketing agency which works with celebrities and brands like Dunkin' Donuts, ditched his home in Lower Manhattan 6 months ago and moved with his wife and 5-year-old son to London's Notting Hill. Sorry. It could save him millions. I am not a billionaire today, but I could be someday, especially if he can get out of the New York taxes. The last time Gotham lost its #1 ranking was in 2016. What is this Gotham? Is that in Beijing? I must have missed something. It's okay. Anyway.
That's right. Jessica says her uncle kept trying to get her to go to New York City and she didn't go. Now he's telling her to stay away and he's set up there. He's all about the fear-mongering. If you ask me, Janet, there's no way Russia keeps transponders on so we can track them from a computer. That's all he shows us support. Yep. Yeah. It's possible. Let's see here. What's up, Polar Eclipse?
Polar Eclipse, what's up, dude? Username Texas Antique. Hey, brother, what's going on? Let's see. It was me, BMF Ranger. What's up, dude? Hey, Rosemary, what's up? Let's see. Cody, what's up, dude? Invest in land in red states so Bud can tax it. Keep what? Keep your wealth in things. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For real. Yeah. Hey, that's a good name. Oh gosh. Hey, cheers, folks. Good evening. What's up, brother? Let's see. Notting Hill is crazy posh, super expensive, and he'll save millions. Dang. Okay. I get too caught up in chat to like... All right. China already engaging in irregular war with U.S. in the gray zone. What does that mean? I don't know. I'm going to reload this page real quick just so we can hopefully... Well, no, I guess that isn't anything. Sorry. Experts say a China war is already well underway with the United States, but Australia needs to take advantage of its obvious weakness. Excuse me. This is coming from... This is news.com.australia.
Wow.
I think. It's war, but not as we know it. Decades of writings by China's top tacticians reveal this to be so. National security leaders should look closely at what Chinese officials... Dang, man, there's a lot about China in the news. And China's military actions say about how the People's Liberation Army might actually fight a war. A U.S. military academy analysis warns, they say it's a war already well underway. That means the start of any conventional conflict will be murky and confused, and even once the shooting starts, sowing doubt and disbelief will be a significant weapon in its arsenal. It will involve police. It will involve militias. It will involve civilians, and all will serve to pave the way for the People's Liberation Army more traditional weapons to find its target. It's called the gray zone. It's the space between peace and war. It's where coercion, intimidation, propaganda, and manipulation are at play.
All right, Kelly, good evening. Have a good night.
Democracies fear the escalation is a significant deterrent against the use of violent military options in the gray zone. And that is exactly the fear that authoritarian states wish to instill, wrote retired British Army Colonel Richard Kemp. It's about twisting democratic values such as the rule of law against itself. The PLA is engaging in irregular warfare today. See, this is the type of stuff that we're seeing in Portland and Seattle,
right,
and all across the nation. It's an ideology that is twisting the rule of law against itself. Okay, what is one of the biggest things under attack in our country right now? If you wanted to talk about national security right now, it would be they are going after police, how police can act. And the rule of law is being threatened through massive officer retirement.
It's pothole theory.
Yeah.
It's causing the very thing it's claiming to be against.
Let's see here. The PLA is engaging in irregular warfare today. The West Point paper asserts China is employing lawfare to achieve strategic aims. The maritime militia is enforcing China's sovereignty claims in the East and South China seas against U.S. partners and allies, and it has already weaponized international information flows and channels of influence along the cyber, economic, and psychological tactics. Divide and conquer. That's right. Divide and conquer. Russia and China plan on winning the great power competition by undermining the U.S., sowing discord, and continuing a secret war until the positions in the world order are reversed.
Whoa.
That's right. An essay by U.S. Navy analyst Derek Burnson argues polarization, conspiracy, hate. They already exist, but a few well-placed social media posts and complicit influencers can nudge them in beneficial directions. Many implements of irregular warfare, such as psychological warfare, legal warfare, and cyber warfare, are central to the PLA's concern of information warfare and its theory of victory in a conventional conflict. The Modern Warfare Institute analysis argues Beijing's military has a name for it: the three warfares: public opinion, morale, legal processes. All are manipulated to achieve Beijing's end. The purpose is to stifle criticism of the Chinese Communist Party, spread positive views of China, and influence governments in ways favorable to China. So if we disappear, guys, please. If I've said too much, guys, get over there.
So sorry.
Help us out over here on the Odyssees, guys. I look, a lot of your favorite YouTubers might be heading over there, so I don't know. I don't know. I did. So, you want to help us out, you can head over there. Link in the description. Odyssey.com. Anyway. The outcome is to sow, let's see, confusion ahead of any direct conflict. So they want to sow confusion to make it questionable. In the run-up to and during a conflict, we would expect Chinese forces to ramp up these efforts, especially against nations hosting U.S. forces. The West Point think tank warns. Let's see. China could promote narratives about U.S. military abuses of a local population, some exaggerated and some imagined, to turn the population against its government support again for the United States. Wow. The Australian Strategic Policy Institute agrees. There is also a lucrative market of influence for hire service providers to which state actors can outsource propaganda distribution and influence campaigns to obfuscate their activities. The new ASPI report reads, the commercial actors are increasingly part of the fabric of political campaigning in many countries. However, the lack of transparency around these activities risks corrupting the quality of democracy and the environments in which they operate. I don't know. Where's the chat at on this? It's only a matter of time before they halt online comms. Oof.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I actually thought that was happening to us earlier. And then something in this article made me think of that one. Have y'all seen the video of the armored truck security detail getting attacked?
Yes.
That was
it went viral. It went viral. I don't know if it's too violent for us to show.
Yeah, probably.
Robert Subi, what's up, brother? Brofish, he says, a CNN posts their propaganda for EM. What else? People, make sure you are preparing for what's coming. Get out of big cities and set your family up for long-term self-sustainability. If ish going to get real, what we have read about is coming. Margie, hey, what's going on? Michael, ma'am, hey, Brofish. They can cripple our infrastructure, but they will never take over all our land. I agree, Bert. Just like the scary martial law, it's almost nearly, if not impossible, to blanket that across the landmass of the United States.
Right.
To all the rural areas, to every little nook and cranny. It would be impossible. So you're going to have sections of like gray zones.
Right. I think about that one house that we saw where it was like literally in the middle of the swamp, miles from anywhere, like what would they do with houses like that?
Well, as we saw in certain situations in Texas and a certain they do air attacks. They will air attack if they find that to be a plausible enough issue or threat. You know what I mean? And they've got, heat sensing technology and all kinds of stuff. So, all right. Nothing will top.
Oh, Janet, that's awesome. Thank you so much.
I'm going to share this everywhere, so maybe that'll help you out, and y'all keep looking out for me. I'll be back with a girl fist. Hey, Janet, there you go. Girlfish. Let's see. Dynasty says, nothing will top CNN saying mostly peaceful protest with the fire in the background. Yeah, that's true.
I see your mostly peaceful protest, and I raise you a tactical lilac.
Chris Honeycutt, what's going on, brother? Tons are moving to the mountains from the blue states. Also, lumber, please go down. I have building to do. Same here, brother. Yeah, dude. It's insane what's happening. Let's see. Unfortunately, username Texas Antique. Normally, people would be like, "Oh, look, he's talking about that stuff." Look, dude, nah, man. I think something's going down against Texas, and that's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
it's unconventional. It doesn't look like the normal thing, but the weather there is unlike normal weather ever there.
What's up,
tennis ball size hail.
That's insane. What
ice
does
storm.
that do if it falls on you? Can
I'm
that kill you?
I'm not gonna outright say it because we get chopped. So, hey, Unspecified Podcast, I heard that. You said brofish. Yeah. What's up, dude? Brofish. Brofish, ladyfish. Pound it. It's just whatever. Let's see. Independent Mini, what's up, man? All right, so do you want to keep going with this?
It's up to you. We can move on to the next one if that's...
For example, Taiwan's small and aging air force cannot intercept every aggressive probe from the mainland.
Okay.
So...
Landon, pull up some videos of gorilla hail, Smile says.
Gorilla hail?
Yeah, I guess like big hail.
You really need to go to Lee Wheelbarger channel. Real news in real time. He has no BS. Please go watch and listen to him and ask questions, but it doesn't like BS questions. Okay. All right. Yeah, go check out Lee Wheelbarger. I think we've done a room raid on him. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure we have.
Oh, that's awesome. Michael, that's awesome.
There's a new video game called It Takes Two. There is a part with a squirrel army in a tree. Made me think of you guys. LOL, Andrew. That is hilarious. Thanks, man. Spicy
I
Peach.
accept that. I receive that.
Joe Dierte. Hilarious. I can kind of agree with that, and I'm in Austin. Okay. All right. Short Fuse. What's up? Gonzales, Texas just dropped in to give you a thumbs up. Short Fuse, thank you so much for the thumbs up. Thank you so much. All right, so let's move on. This is all getting boring. In Moscow, Big Brother is watching and recognizing protesters. What I read about this is essentially they are collecting facial recognition and trying to document and learn who all is the active members of their, all I'm saying is if Moscow is tracking who's active, then I'm going to guess they're not the only government on the block.
Right, exactly.
Who is tracking who's active. And so if
Dubai has already given, Dubai has that fancy,
France, UK,
commercial to advertise how great their
starting
facial
to track
recognition is.
They're starting to track their protesters all over the globe, in my opinion. I think they're doing it in the U.S., they're doing it in the UK, they're doing it in France, Germany.
And don't forget, there's something. What is it? I don't know. Let me figure out what I'm talking about before I keep going.
And Tiff, have you already talked about the shedding from the jabs and how it's affecting people who haven't gotten it, mostly women? No.
Well, shedding. And then I also saw...
We have been infiltrated by the enemy. That's potential. Yeah. Pound the girlfish. Gotcha. Yeah. Bam. Let's see. Yeah, Dragon Slayer. I would agree with that. All right. Let's see. Yeah, been doing it. I would say that too. All right. Bear kills woman while she walks her dogs. Colorado official says sad and tragic.
That is sad and tragic. I was excited at first.
Yeah, this is not a good bear with me article.
Right.
This is a terrible bear with me.
Puzzled to find his girlfriend's 2 dogs outside their home Friday night, a Durango man went looking for her, Colorado officials say. After an hour-long search, he found the 39-year-old woman had been killed by a bear while walking the dogs. Colorado Parks and Wildlife officials said in a news release. It's a very sad and tragic event, Jason Clay of the agency told KCNC. It's bear habitat and bears are known to be there and expected to be there. Wildlife officials later killed a female black bear and 2 cubs after tracking them with dogs. Officials say a necropsy or animal autopsy and DNA tests will be performed to confirm the mother bear, estimated to be at least 10 years old, attacked the woman. Can you imagine if she didn't?
Oh my gosh.
Mama and her cubs. Anytime there's an attack on a human, our policy is to put those bears down, Clay told the Durango Herald.
Dynasty says sad and tragic. Never has my diet been described so well.
Right. Our number one job is always to keep human health and safety in mind. Wildlife officials discovered the woman's body had been partially eaten and found in an in an abundance of bear scat and hair at the site of the attack near Trimble, north of Durango, the agency reported. Bear attacks are extremely rare, Corey Chick, the agency's Southwest region manager, said in the release. He said bears in Colorado are now emerging from hibernation. Well, yeah, man. So, like, not to be morbid.
Hungry.
Yeah, like, you've
Terrible
seen
hungry.
the National Geographic movies, you know, the mama bear and the 2 cubs are coming out of the mound, you know, and the first meal type deal.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh, yeah, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, poor thing.
Yeah.
I don't think this is the same bear.
No, I don't think so either.
Different bear.
I hope not. That would be terrible.
April 20th. Look, fisherman mauled by grizzly near Yellowstone dies from his injuries, officials say. So, dude, bears are making their comeback.
I was telling you, Yellowstone is weird.
Yellowstone is weird.
I want to go, but it's weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to go, but definitely weird. Tiff was about to say found in an ambulance. Was going to say that would be ironic.
I was 100% about to say found in an ambulance. She was found in an ambulance. I was like, oh, well, that's, helpful. But then I was thinking about knowing,
He said, no, they're not. F happen here all the time. That happens here all the time. Carry that 44 on the chest, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, Boris is up in Alaska.
I know. Boris is in Alaska. Too loco.
No, it's not.
We haven't heard about that one. We do have some articles to get into about the roll up your sleever there. Yeah, so this was just a little bit of a, something I saw that has happened.
Wow.
And caught me off guard. I was like, well, I guess we'll talk about it. What do you think about that? This is Idaho Statesman, by the way.
What?
Yeah.
It's not where I think of bears. All right, can we X that?
Yeah, we'll exit. X. All right, X gonna give it to you.
I was just thinking about that, but then he just passed away, so...
De Blasio calls city workers back to offices. Some aren't happy. Let's see. Do we have a thing?
It is disgusting how the mayor and the agencies have been treating city workers and using us as a pawn to bring back New York City.
Jenny, whose real name she doesn't want to reveal, is a city worker. She is one of the 80,000 city workers expected to return to the office on Monday.
I don't feel safe coming in.
She claims she works in a building with 1,000 other employees and hasn't been told what safety protocols are in place.
I have a hard time trusting the city to outfit the buildings with the proper filtration systems.
But Mayor Bill de Blasio says it is safe to return.
Very important to note that 80% of the workforce is right now at their jobs and has been through the height of the pandemic. We've got to do the work to bring the city back.
Claiming working from home isn't working.
We find that people are more productive in the workplace.
Remote work works, and that we shouldn't have to force people back into the office just to look good politically.
Jeremiah Cedeno of City Workers for Justice, a grassroots organization, says workers are demanding for a return to work plan that is safe and equitable.
We agree with the mayor. We would love to have things reopened, but again, this plan that the mayor has put forth is not mindful of any of these things that we've talked about. he hasn't taken into consideration childcare.
The mayor says the plan is there and has already been tested.
Based on what we saw in the public schools, which has been really extraordinary and proven over and over again, 1 million tests to confirm how safe the schools have been. We're taking the exact same methodologies, applying them here.
City Workers for Justice will be holding a rally here outside of City Hall tomorrow at noon to demand the mayor push back the date to September. In Lower Manhattan, I'm...
Wow. All right. So I saw, let's see, tell us about Alaska. I heard you said you had been. Yeah. So I lived on Wainwright. Technically, officially, I wasn't supposed to live on Wainwright. I lived with my cousin who was stationed on Wainwright. And that was before he moved to the North Pole, which is about, I can't remember if it was 15 minutes from Wainwright or 45 minutes. It's been a decade.
Wow.
I lived there when I was 18, and that was 10 years ago. So, did I just age myself? That's fine. You can know how old I am.
Oh.
Boris says, I'm north of Anchorage, about an hour or more. Boris, have you ever heard of a place called what is it? Oh, come on. Naughty Oaks? Is it Naughty Oaks? It's probably an hour and a half from Fairbanks, which is another place that, Fort Wainwright and Fairbanks, Alaska are connected. So like when you drive out of Wainwright, the base, the post, you're in Wainwright. Okay. I'm sorry, you're in Fairbanks. Forgive me, which the locals call Squarebanks because nothing's going on there.
Squarebanks.
But it's a really quaint inner small town.
I feel like there's a SpongeBob.
But it's really been growing. There's a Mount McKinley burger that I had from McDonald's. It's a special edition they only make there in Alaska. It's like a version of a Big Mac. You know what I mean? Wow. It's really good. It's really good. Mount McKinley or something like that.
Wow.
That's the mountain that we lived at the base of or whatever. McKinley was a mountain near us. Something like that. Sorry, guys. It's been 10 years. Let's see. What did I miss? In Texas, if you don't like the weather, it'll change quickly.
Yeah, same here.
Especially these days, eh? You know
right.
I mean? I have good friends in North Pole. Oh, yeah. I know some folks in North Pole. I do.
Mm-hmm, me too.
I got some family in the North Pole. I've been to Santa's house in North Pole, Alaska. They actually have a place called Santa's house that you can go to in North Pole. It's really cool.
Is it decorated?
It's super decorated.
I really want to go.
Yeah, they got a bunch of ice carvings and all kinds of stuff. It's an awesome place.
I really want to go. We can exit off this.
I miss Alaska. Do you think folks should go back to the offices? Drop a 1 for yes, they should go back, and they should be fired if they don't. Or are you more for the at-home thing? That would be a 2 in the chat. It's up to you. You don't have to vote. Mrs. Unspecified is a 3, which means I don't really give a dang.
Well, no, it means more of just that. I don't know. It's 6 of one, half dozen of another. Now is when I would say be careful, and both. There's pluses and minuses to both.
What is it with your cousin and ice?
Oh.
Susan, carry a gun. Boris, every summer, that's just crazy and nothing you can do. There's a million little towns in Alaska, but I haven't spent time there, Landon. Okay, yeah. I only spent about 7 hours in Anchorage on a layover waiting for a flight. Wow. So I have been to Anchorage, but only to the airport, and that's it. I was in Anchorage for a little bit. So let's see. We got 1, 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Smile says 2, more time with family. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Everybody says 1. Everybody says 1. All right.
I'm getting that feeling.
Dynasty says depends on each person's immune system and job importance. American says the whole dang thing. I had to be on site. Oh yes, Boris, never leave home without one. Amen. Let's see. 3, safety measures have to be in place. Joe, he's staying hard with that. Eddie, what's up, dude? What's up? Been waiting. My night feels weird without my peeps here. LOL. What up, crew? Hey, man, what's up? My wife got
What?
Polar eclipse. Says, my wife got kinky and told me to mask up. Probably not safe to walk the streets. If mayor walks to work, then he can tell people what to do. 3, if business can be conducted at home, why not? Hey, I like that. I like that the way you think.
I agree full-heartedly. I mean, why not? But you can't prove someone's working.
I agree with that too. Short Fuse says that her daughters are working from home and it feels safer for them. Yeah, as the world starts to slowly kind of decline, but then again, you know, there are folks that have been out there and never did stuff. Go ahead.
No, I was just.
Iowa turns down 71% of available roll-up your sleevers on weak demand. Very low demand in Iowa. What do you guys think about that? I wanted to hear.
No thanks.
Des Moines is
What's
like
up, Short Fuse?
Yeah.
Des Moines, Iowa's turning down nearly 3/4 of the vaccine doses available to the state from the federal government because demand for the shots remains weak. The Iowa Department of Public Health and Safety said the state has asked the federal government to withhold 71% of the 105,300 vaccine doses that were available for the week of May 10th. This is the second week in a row that the state has asked the federal government to hold back part of its allocation of vaccine doses. Oops, sorry, I said it. Department spokeswoman Sarah told the Des Moines Register that 88 of Iowa's 99 counties have told the state they don't need all or part of their weekly allocations for that week. That is an increase from the 80 countries that declined the roll-up-your-sleeves shipments for this week and the 43 countries that declined all or part of their allocations last week. Wow.
Yeah, I assume if we keep reading, we're going to start seeing a kind of a, not a bullying, if you will, right?
Right.
But like they're going to start putting folks that aren't doing it down.
Absolutely.
Well, if you folks are with Iowa, I'm going to call the folks that don't get it the control group.
Okay.
We'll see what happens, right? Unless they force us to, right? Where are you guys at on this? It's up to you. Some of you already have it. Some of you don't. I don't know. Should a healthy person that, you know, little known fact, people who are working from home right now are paying multiple state taxes because by working from home, you get charged taxes from the company's headquarters state.
Oh, snap.
Excellent. And aren't those tax hikes coming? Like, I don't know who they were for, but they looked pretty serious. Not sure what tax bracket they were going after there. I'm anti-rushed. Yeah, same here, Scott. Same here. They can't force you legally until it's FDA approved. Then they can force it as if the FDA can't be corrupted and it's some, you know, trustworthy. Goodness gracious. Oh. They can jab me when I die. Oh, gosh.
You won't want it then either.
I just, you know, I'm just very conflicted on the whole push, rush, go. But if there was something like, you know, very serious that was like making people evacuate their insides and stuff, you know, like making people drop, like they showed us in the beginning, they were showing us that, hey, when you get this, oh my gosh, that one video of that girl came out and she could hardly breathe and she'd been like, I mean, like, you know, just seemed like she was in the worst hell ever. There were videos coming from China of folks just all of a sudden stopping and shaking and falling over.
That's crazy.
You don't remember the first videos they were showing us?
That's just crazy.
And then nobody saw that for themselves here.
Right. Well, but then again, you have the internet that we're, you know.
Yeah.
You know, not everybody has the same. Russia has their own internet. Yeah.
All right, let's change gears from this. I'm going to go ahead and... this is on
Spicy
you.
Peach.
You found this.
Yes, okay. Look, so I just thought this was kind of interesting. She called out healthcare misinfo on TikTok, and then the trolls found her. Savannah Sparks made it her mission to hold healthcare workers she believes are behaving badly accountable on TikTok. Okay, which, by the way, is the same motion of, like the whole BLM, of find the, so. Anyway, when trolls started threatening her life, she stepped away from the platform. The video posted to TikTok showed a woman in blue cardigan and brown medical scrubs dancing to a remix of Whale's Lotus Flower Bomb. On screen, sandwiched between two sparkle emojis, the woman, who said she was a pharmacy technician, had written, "Most common meds I've filled that cause what?"
Cancer.
Okay, fine. She then went on to claim medications like hormonal birth control, cholesterol medications, and chemotherapy were cancer causing. So Savannah Sparks, another TikToker who goes by RX Orsist, prescription Orsist, okay, made her own video, part of what would become an ongoing series debunking medical misinformation on the map. "My name's Savannah. I'm a doctor at a pharmacy, and I'm about to absolutely wreck your shit."
Sparks. So go ahead.
Sparks says in a video before launching into a fact-checking of the pharmacy technician's claims. But Sparks didn't stop there. She then contacted the woman's supervisor. Her scope of practice doesn't allow her to counsel on medication, so especially coming from the realm of pharmacy, which is my wheelhouse, I really went in on that individual, and I was like, "You really should not be talking about this," Sparks said. Sparks, 31, a Mississippi-based lactation consultant and doctor of pharmacy who is also a mother of a 2-year-old daughter, has become a prolific watchdog on TikTok for those she says are trying to spread misinformation, especially healthcare workers spreading bogus information about the
Wuhan Wiggle. Okay. In the past, I have been a little more reserved with how aggressive I have gone after these people, but the longer this situations went on, and the more and more misinformations we started seeing as healthcare workers on social media, the less I started caring about my tone and coming across a certain way, Sparks said.
Wow.
You want to read?
No, that's okay. It's kind of the misinformation and call-outs. I'll be right back. I'm so sorry.
You want me to read it?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Sparks' most exhaustive call-outs are part of a series on her TikTok that she calls Pretty Journal Club with Sav, I guess Savannah. She said the videos began as a way to thwart general health care misinformation from spreading on the app, but soon morphed to be more specific. As she said, she realized some healthcare workers were not only propagating misinformation about the pandemic, but also teaching their followers how they could get around the Wuhan Wiggle restrictions. Using public information and social media, Sparks said she would identify the TikTokers making dubious claims or bragging about skirting rules and contact their employers. So she's basically saying she would start doxing folks.
Right.
She would dox them. In the most egregious cases, their respective fields licensing board in an attempt to hold them accountable. That's just gross tattletale behavior. You already know it. And with TikTok's algorithm frequently elevating Sparks' video to the For You page, the platform infinite scroll homepage, she continued to draw in even more viewers and followers. Sparks decided how to handle bad actors on case-by-case basis. She said contacting a person privately if she feels their intent is not malicious. If a person makes... So she's just the arbiter of what is and isn't. All this power with this little bit of finite, that's crazy. This chick probably feels super powerful in her position. But what about someone like me? I'm not even on TikTok. I never even been on TikTok. You know what I mean? I'm this first time I'm hearing about you. This is a weird era that we're going into here, guys. In my opinion, where are you guys at on it?
I agree. And then what did she say she was? A lactation doctor?
A lactation consultant?
Okay,
Sorry.
Well, I'm familiar with that, but I mean, that's not a doctor.
And doctor of pharmacy, who is also a mother of a 2-year-old, has become a prolific watchdog on TikTok for those, she says, are trying to spread misinformation. Oh boy, watch out. Okay. All right. Is there any more on that one?
No.
Okay. So let's see. We're gonna switch gears. Let's see. Sleepy Joe advisor Cecilia Rouse. Americans will experience some inflation. Oh snap! Council of Economic Advisors Chair Cecilia Rouse said on this week's broadcast. All right, so we got it? Or, dang, that's 11 minutes long. Y'all want to watch something 11 minutes long? Anchor Chris Wallace said, can you guarantee with all this spending that we are not going to have a new round of overheating the economy and serious inflation? Let's see, which I think a lot of us are already seeing. Definitely people who go to Home Depot are seeing it. And I don't know if that's just because protest season or if that's more extenuating. I hear people say that now we're really starting to see the effects of people staying home. It's starting to kick in now. You know what I mean? And we're starting to see it. And that we could potentially move into an extreme recession or a potential full-on pop where this could cause it. And I don't know what that is, but people are saying that there's a lot of playing going on with the stock markets and that it's essentially a gamble at this point. Let's see. Donald Trump brought the China virus to the U.S. Oh. Okay. I've never been on TikTok either, but they sent me a confirmation code. It's blatant spying. She's the judge, the jury, the executioner. Yeah. She's just the arbiter of who is and isn't malicious. She's going to be the judge with her medical degree. Let's see. A transitory inflation as America is coming out of the corona. No. All right, maybe. All right, guys, I'm not trying to spread doom and gloom. All right, prices aren't going up, people. Our dollar is shrinking and has been shrinking.
Right.
I've been telling that forever. I've been telling folks that forever, Smiles. It's like, hey, don't forget, prices aren't going up. All right.
In my opinion, the new jobs that are okayed, like...
Well, don't forget that they just started to print into infinity.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
But the jobs that are NWO approved will see pay raises to meet the inflation, to meet the, prices of everything. And the jobs that are not NWO approved
I totally
will
agree.
not get pay raises, and those people will struggle.
Spicy Peach says, we started growing food and like being home. Hey,
Yep.
fist it right there.
Yep.
Yes, I
Yep.
do. And I'm a huge, watch out guys, because a lot of you guys are going to not like me because I'm such a huge proponent of free will. Like, people get it stuck in their head because you got to be careful for these boxes. It doesn't have to be a certain way for everyone. We're individuals. You got to have individual free thought. What works for someone else doesn't work for everyone else. 2 thumbs forward while we're doing target practice on a Glock might get me bullseyes, and it's what is most predominantly trained when shooting with, now we're talking about guns, what gets me bullseye might not be what gets you bullseye. So if shooting upside down in between your legs is what gets you bullseye, I know that sounds crazy, but it's a joke. It's to say that what works for you doesn't work for me.
Right.
And so we're all different. You know what I mean? Anyway. What do you think about this whole? Because I'm not a financial guy. That's why I start to go on tangents whenever finances show up. I'm like, look, other smart people are saying inflation's coming.
Right.
I don't know. If you want to look into more of that, I'm sure we'll see it. Let's see. I'm gonna get rid of that. All right. This is a weird cyberware thing. A ransomware group hit the DC police, then pivoted to extortion, warrantless searches, tracking troops, and more of the week's top security news. It's been a busy week. There's a lot to catch up on, but before you continue reading, please take a minute to make sure you've been updated. Your iPhone oh gosh, this is such a fear article. VPN hacks have increasingly threatened corporations in recent years, especially as more of the workforce has gone remote. The issue has come to a head with flaws in Pulse Secure VPN leading to hacks of government agencies, financial institutions, and more high-value targets, likely by several state-sponsored Chinese groups. It's still not as bad a situation as ransomware, which a new coalition hopes to tackle through a good old-fashioned public-private partnership, which, well, good luck.
Right.
IRS investigators tracked down and arrested the alleged administrator of Bitcoin Fog. the longest-running cryptocurrency laundering service on the dark web, and Google's fancy cookie-killing project is facing pushback in European Union. And there's more. Each week we round up all the news Wired didn't cover in depth. Click on the headlines to read the full stories and stay. So sorry about that, guys. Ransomware group ransacked the DC police, then quit the ransomware business. It's been okay. Ransomware group Babook. This is the group, the ransomware group. So it's like
maybe
cyber extortion. Yeah.
Maybe Babook. Maybe.
First, they claim to have stolen 250 gigabytes of data from the Metropolitan Police Department, including some that could expose informants. Then they say they're going to retire altogether. What? Then they revise that claim to say, this is a bunch of horse crap. I don't take any of the cyber stuff seriously.
Yeah.
I probably should, but it's because, like, all of this electronic stuff, I've been dipping my toes out of that pond. Okay? A smartphone is a bad idea. To each their own. This is probably not going to be a tech channel. I use tech. We have tech. But I am working my way out of that. I know that a lot of folks are like, you know, crypto is locked. Crypto's good. You got to do, crypto's the best. Do this one. Do that one. And, man, I'll be honest. If they can control the lights, they can control your money. All right? If it's an electronic currency, they can control it. So look out, guys, and try to spend less time on the web. That's what I do. More food growing and less surfing on the web. I don't know. That's where I'm at on it. The honeymoon is over. Biden faces tougher tasks ahead as progressives demand more.
Wow.
So there's no telling what America's going to look like in 3 years.
Right.
The era of good feelings enjoyed by President Joe Biden and the Democratic Party's progressive wing will face a stern test of its staying power as the administration pushes forward into next phases of its big ticket policy agenda. Biden's first 100 days in office saw the passage of his $1.9 trillion Wuhan Wiggle relief and economic stimulus package, which was really just a bunch of money for it didn't really help out the folks, along with the escalation of an unprecedented mass vaccination, I shouldn't have said that, campaign that appears at last to be beating back the Wuhan Wiggle pandemic. I'm starting to fail, and you're starting to too. The success of those high stakes, we know what, we can just read the word and roll out if you're too tired.
I'm pooped. I'm so sorry.
All right, well.
No, it's cool. We can finish going.
Unprecedented mass. Let's see. Beating back. All right. The success of those. Why don't you take over? Because I'm losing it. I'm losing the point of all this news.
Day,
yeah,
guys.
A lot of news. I'm just like, you know what? Done with this.
It's been just a long day.
ADD show has kicked in. We are in full ADD mode, guys. ODYSEE. If you want to know where we'll be, okay? Because we might just vanish out of nowhere. All right? Because the overlords
on YouTube
don't like us. All right, they delete our content out of nowhere for no reason, completely gone. No warnings, no hey, could you, no.
But we're not really going anywhere. We're
not going anywhere.
YouTube.
We're gonna, as long as we have the ability to try to put something out somewhere, we're going to. And while we still have the opportunity, we're gonna try and tell you where that is. And right now, that's ODYSEE. Okay. The first link in the description is where you can find us if you want to help follow us over here.
The spaceman, the little astronaut, reminds me of MTV.
Oh.
Do you remember? Back in the day.
Real relationships over cyber relationships. Yes. Amen.
Cody, that's hilarious. We don't have
I have enough guns to LOL, yes.
It's a lot. Take a look at energy weapon. Ooh. What? I will, Smiles. That's interesting.
Yes, actually, I've heard of that. Smiles.
BMF says, I got lost wandering around ODYSEE. I know, I did too. I did myself, BMF Ranger.
What?
Got lost just wandering around on ODYSEE.
Yeah. Are you talking about finding different people?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, me too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Let's see. This is actually one that is going to be pushing precedence. This is from The Guardian. Billie Eilish, which is a random star that come out of nowhere. All right, this is a new, very popular person with the young folks. Says all her age group have suffered sexual misbehavior. All right. U.S. singer 19 made claim in Vogue interview when discussing new single about abusive relationship. Billie Eilish has spoken about the prevalence of sexual exploitation of minors in an interview, saying it's everywhere. Speaking about her new single, Young Power, which addresses an abusive relationship between a minor and an old person, the 19-year-old singer told Vogue that all her peers had experienced some sort of sexual impropriety. The song is really not about one person. You might think it's because she's in the music industry. No, dude, it's everywhere, she says. I don't know one girl or woman who hasn't had a weird experience or a really bad experience. And men, too. Young boys are taken advantage of constantly. She adds, it doesn't matter who you are, what your life is, your situation, who you surround yourself with, how strong you are, how smart you can always be taken advantage of. That's a big problem in the world of domestic abuse or statutory rape. Girls that were very confident and strong-willed finding themselves in situations where they're like, oh my gosh, I'm the victim here. And it's so embarrassing and humiliating and demoralizing to be in that position. But you got to be smart before you get yourself alone with that one creepy dude.
Right.
Is there nothing you can do to fight Scratch Paw to make sure you don't get stuck in that position?
The other issue is, too, you know, I remember when I was growing up, hearing about some weird thing happening was a one-off. And then it just, like, exploded. Like it was like everybody everywhere, you know, was like, what? Really? That's terrible. I've never had anything. Like, I had such a normal childhood. I don't know. It's strange.
I don't know. I think that fathers should take an extremely active role, and not just their social lives of their kids, both boy and girl, but even into their dating lives. Okay. No closed doors, no going off alone until. Come on now, you know.
Well,
I mean,
and you want to teach them to look for traits, healthy traits that in a person that shows that they're capable of being in a healthy relationship.
Right.
You know what I mean? You want to teach your kids like what kind of a person to look for so that they have a shot at having a successful marriage, relationship, what have you. Anyway.
Switching gears real quick. Warren Buffett warns investors not to gamble on stocks. Now, Warren Buffett, this dude.
Rich.
Yeah, he's rich.
He's rich.
He's real rich. All right.
He could have been Batman, but nah. He was like, nah.
Heck no, he couldn't be Batman.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah. Nah, yeah. Nah,
yeah,
yeah,
no,
nah.
Yeah, no, yeah.
All right. Do you want to read this one?
Oh, Boris. I thought you said smells.
It sounds like
better.
they're trying to get folks away from the stock market. Buffett has said that most people will fare better by owning an S&P 500 index fund. I don't know what any of that is. It looks like the big names, whoever can talk about finances, is trying to get people away from.
Right. They're like, everybody just calm down. Okay,
Yeah.
let's let things settle down. We got a lot of turbulent water.
These GameStop folks are essentially gambling, is all he's really saying. But you can look more into that and correct me if I'm wrong.
Hey,
With
it's
another
the ODYSEE guy.
another human spaceflight success, SpaceX turns toward flying private citizens to space.
What?
One day, Elon Musk has said he would like human spaceflight to be as routine as commercial airline travel, with regular flights through the atmosphere ferrying astronauts around the solar system. Oh gosh, I can't. I can't.
Would
tonight.
y'all go to space?
That day is not here yet, not even close. But after Sunday's flawless return of 4 astronauts to splashdown in Gulf of Mexico, the company has made space travel look easy, at least for one flight, and even had some fun with it. Man, you know what? I'm just not even going to talk about space travel right now. I'm not going to get into this. It's way too much right now. Country optimistic after Biden's first 100 days. Are you guys? ABC News says that we're optimistic after his first 100 days. Please, can we run a poll real quick for the viewers? Let's see. Can I get a what is it? You do it. Is it
What?
a 1 for he has done an awesome job? 100 days. Everyone's looking optimistic. 2 for the opposite of that answer. You don't have to vote. And isn't it funny that Joe Rogan can't make any medical remarks, but Billy Goats can?
Right. Yeah.
Propaganda.
Yeah. What's up, Short Fuse? How you been? What's up, Joe Dirte?
Here come the twos. That's what I thought. I thought I was crazy there for a second. Yeah, there we go. All right. Yeah, Short Fuse, what's up, dude? Wildflower, what's up? Bloopy Doopy, what's up? So, okay. That's what I was talking about. See, I felt crazy there for a second. I was like, is the country really optimistic after Biden's first 100 days?
You know what? Smiles. I'm there. Who cares? Some presidents don't control anything.
That's so golly. I think you already know what the answer will be.
You know what I look at it like? You know what I look at presidential candidates like? I'm not even joking. Like, hi, welcome to New World Order. Would you like to speed this process up in this area or this area?
Okay, please.
I'm sorry.
We're going to get banned.
Oh, no,
we're so banned.
I'm
just
sorry.
playing. No, I'm playing. We're so banned. Banned.com. Welcome. No, I'm just playing. That's already a thing. Somebody else took that. I don't know what this is. It sounds like they kind of are fighting, but maybe I just don't know how to read correctly. Okay, my bad.
MLP, how the hell have you been?
We were just talking about
MLP. You.
I was like, where's MLP been? Well, there she is. What's up?
That is awesome. Really good to see you. Hope you're doing good.
Will DeSantis, Rubio, and Scott torch each other to vault from Florida to the White House? This took me a second to understand. Torch each other? If I was to torch my buddy, it wouldn't be good. That sounds bad. I shouldn't torch my friend. So I think this is like a short way of saying pass the torch. But you guys tell me, because apparently, you know, I use a different kind of torch than politicians. I use a different kind of torch than politicians. It's sad to see media's TDS control on simps. You will own no property and you will like it. That is the situations. Yeah.
You know what? Maybe they're onto something. All right. No matter how you slice it, only one candidate can survive the potential steel cage political death match brewing in Florida between 3 Republicans. Okay. But, you know, since the voting system is kind of right now anyway, maybe 2024 is a celebrity death match. I get.
It was totally predicted. You're gonna see me with
I think there was a celebrity death match with Donald.
Hey, Jessica says we'll be having a party for the 4th, and I have to.
Oh, that's awesome.
Brofish, sister fish that. Brofish, sister fish that. All right, well, awesome. MLP is here. She says doing all right. That's so cool to see. Well, look, I'm gonna drop one more hint. I'm sorry. All right, shameless plug. We are over on Odyssey. Link in the description.
Yes.
First link in the description. If you want to help us out, this would be the best way to support us right now. If you want to be able to follow us in case we just disappear, because our view is of a dissenting opinion of the mainstream, and they don't like that. They are going to remove and ban all dissenters, or whatever. Anyway. Oh yeah, regular flights to another planet that goes along with the flying cars from 30 years ago, right? Exactly. Oh, that's funny. Yep, voting to choose for more laws is awesome, yo. LOL. Woohoo. Yes, Odyssey. I feel like it's gonna be the who versus Dwayne Johnson. T-Man versus the Dwayne Johnson. Oh no, that's hilarious, dude. Oh no.
Oh,
all
man.
right. So who's tempted to vote for Dwayne the Rock Johnson?
The Rock. Of course it's The Rock.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Can you smell
Joe
what the Rock is cooking? Shun the non-believers. Oh. Did anybody get my torch comment? So are they passing the political torch, or are they going to be torching each other? Because torching each other, in video game language or in war language or shop language sounds like a no-no. Sounds like an OSHA violation.
Eddie says, like the movie Taken, I'll find y'all on Odyssey.
I'll find you.
I'll find you. You can't run. I'll find you.
Too Loco, I don't know what that means, but it just sounds hilarious.
Gender bender Jeff. I love that.
He's like most commies, not overly different. We would truly have entered Idiocracy, okay? If The Rock gets in, okay, we're gonna have the buffest, most cage match ready president we've ever had.
Our president can beat up your president. That's how everybody felt in California when Schwarzenegger won. Our governor can beat up your governor.
I'll only run if the people want me to, okay?
Yeah, well, he's spent a very long time building up a really great rapport for himself. So I would imagine after everything that everybody's been going through, yeah, it probably does sound good. In fact, the only reason I'm not for it is because, like, I'm just so sick of freaking politics and Hollywood mixing. I don't want to hear what if I watch you for comedy, don't tell me what you think about anything else. Just shut up.
I don't care what you think.
Can I rant for a second?
Shut up and make me laugh.
Can I rant?
Sorry,
Can I
just
rant?
ranted a little bit.
Can I rant?
Go ahead. Yeah. Oh no. All right. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Since I'm on the topic of people,
Okay.
I feel like there is a certain person in the 2A community that spends a lot of their time jerking off and not really helping the 2A. They just do things that maybe could be seen as influencing younger generations to do stupid things with their 2A rights.
Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about Demolition Ranch.
Really?
I am. I freaking love Matt, and I am upset because I feel like his whole empire was built on the 2A platform, and he hasn't said dog-ish about the 2A rights or anything going on, but he sure as heck, supported Whistling Diesel when he almost shot himself in the head, and he does all this stupid stuff with his. First of all, like, okay, dude, we know you're rich. You don't have to sit here and show me how rich you are by blowing up all your stuff every single episode. Second of all, couldn't you use some of these episodes maybe to just come say something like, hey guys, your Second Amendment rights are important. I support them because my whole thing is about 2A. And third of all, like, watch out because you're influencing folks. Now, granted, having said that, I love Matt. He does a whole lot of stuff. He's not just about guns. He also has, off the vet ranch. He's which is what on the
bunker branding.
Yeah,
he has off the ranch.
Demolition Ranch, which is his mansion, abandoned mansion or whatever. I don't know. He's really cool. It just frustrates me a little bit.
We love him. We're not knocking him at all. Tiff's just ranting, and I share the sentiment. I'm not attacking Matt character in any form. I think that he's a cool guy, but I think he has a giant 2A platform, and I think she's right. I think that he's missed many opportunities to avoid hate, to keep it peaceful, to keep it chill. He wants to provide a fun place with no politics.
Right, and I get that.
I think that is what.
But there are politics in it because, as we saw with Kentucky, who I have a lot of respect for, sometimes even if you don't mean to be, an example point, you can be. And so, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, just getting, I don't know. That's up to you.
Ambrose Brofist, he says, y'all are amazing. Well, hey, cool. Cody, I like Grand Thumb.
I love Grand Thumb.
Dragon Slayer says now Brandon Herrera.
45.
But hold up. Can I speak up for Brandon Herrera? Because Brandon Herrera actually has used his platform to talk about important issues. He almost got completely deleted like a royal, others who have been deleted out of nowhere.
It's funny, though, because I feel like of all the 2A folks that we
Everybody
watch,
loves Hickok. I love Hickok.
Yeah, who
he reminds
doesn't?
me of Shooting with My Papaw. He reminds me of,
And then who's that other guy? I'm bad with names. The long-winded guy. He's real smart as attack, but man, he'll talk. You know what I mean? And
smart as attack.
Yeah,
but
the
he'll
T-Rex arms got like they had a beef off because he was like, oh, this
Paul
old...
Harrell.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Paul Harrell?
Yeah, I like Paul Harrell too.
I love Paul Harrell. Yeah. We're just talking about different people in the firearms community on YouTube or with a social media presence. And right now, Tiff was just I'm just overviewing your rant now in case people aren't understanding. Demolition Ranch, this guy, has a Second Amendment, none of that, sorry, a gun channel on YouTube. And he just hasn't very often used his platform to talk about any serious issues. Maybe he brushed up on, I don't know.
You know what it is? You know what I think I'm seeing is that he's got a lot on his plate right now with the build, with everything going on. And so he doesn't have the time to put like really quality gun content out there. So it's just a bunch of like, I don't want to say trash, but it's just a bunch of like tortured tests. But it's not even a dedicated torture test. It's just like a messy gun video. And that's what irritates me is it's like, this just feels messy. This feels like you're like, what's the messiest thing I can do to this gun?
It's true. So she's referring to like, some of the things he does is, but it's YouTube, dude. It's YouTube. It's YouTube.
I didn't mean to open it. No, I get it. But it was
But hey, we're not knocking Matt. We're not knocking Demolition Ranch. She just rightfully so, I think, calling out him missing the opportunity at least to use his giant platform to say, hey, you know what? It is okay to defend yourself. That's what the Second Amendment is all about. You know what I mean? None of that, you know what I mean? But at the same time, we're not knocking him.
What it came down to is when Kentucky Ballistics had his accident, he came out and did a video explaining what happened.
I'm seeing all my favorite gun tubers in the chat. Hickok, Mr. Guns and Gear.
Right.
Black Scout Survival.
Iraq Vet 88.
Iraq Vet 8888.
I haven't seen that yet, but that's a good one too if you guys. But listen, so Scott came out after he had his accident and explained what happened. Took total ownership. He has come out before to, come out and, be like, hey guys, these are the bills that are going out right now. And like, I don't look at Kentucky Ballistics as a political driven channel. It's kind of a good time channel, but he's still
along the same lines as Demolition Ranch.
But he still
it's
has
just
come
fun.
out.
It's just fun with guns.
Right.
With no politics.
He has still come out to say like, hey, these bills are going in,
Langley is a great channel. Forgotten Weapons is a great one. I'm sorry.
And so, he still has come out. And then after his accident, he came out and was like, all glory to God, which that was a lot, like I was trying not to cry watching his video, and I'm so thankful he's okay.
So you're talking about Kentucky Ballistics in his most recent accident.
And so anyway, I'm just kind of like, I don't know, in this time where we're really seeing what people think and what they support, I'm like, well, you know what I mean? Like, he hasn't been coming out for God. He's not coming out for the 2A. What is he coming out for?
Actually, after his brother passed, he was open about all that. He showed footage of
the one where
him, his dad, and his brother were baptized
which was
together.
Awesome. Yeah.
This is Kentucky Ballistics. If you don't know, Kentucky Ballistics,
former LEO,
former law enforcement. He had a terrible accident happen, where a Serbu, which is a 50 cal, a lot like this one, suffered a catastrophic failure. And if you want to see more about that, he does an excellent video breaking that down on his channel. Let's see. This is that video. I don't know if they'll let me. If you want to find out more about this, you can, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, Pete, hello. I get that.
What's up, everybody? My name is Scott, and I'm going to tell you about how my 50 cal exploded, and I almost bit the dust about 2 weeks ago. So I know a lot of you are...
It's an interesting video. This video, it's out there if you want to see it. I'm sure you guys mostly know about it. It's about these. We don't have to break this down or get into it.
Slap round, basically.
Prayers for quick recovery for him.
Which he has been. He's like, he came out and was like, I am healing amazingly. The fact that he's able to talk, the fact, you know what I mean? It's a miracle. Literally, it is a miracle. And he came out and said so. He was like, yeah, this is all God. So I don't know. I just had a lot of respect for that. But
yeah,
it was just frustrating, I guess, a little bit. It's hard. I call it the fall from grace when you look up to somebody And then you realize that it's like, oh, you're not what I thought you were.
That's what I told Tiff, is that Kentucky Ballistics, Boris, he says Kentucky Ballistics loves the big bore, and when something don't go right, it really sucks, especially for big bore, high power, anything. Whenever they have a malfunction, it's a deadly malfunction. You know what I mean? It's not a gory video. It's eerie, so it's going to give you the hibby-jibbies. God, Family, and Guns is probably one of my favorite channels of all times, Margie.
Yeah.
Straight up. Thank you so much for mentioning him. That's another channel that I have to highly recommend.
Black Scout Survival. I'll have to... Oh, and then...
I know Black Scout. Black Scout is awesome.
Coleon Noir.
Coleon Noir is an excellent... even though he is technically paid by the NRA, but I still think he's an awesome American.
He has a lot of good information on his gun reviews.
God, sorry, whoa, what's going on here? Family and Guns. I'm just going through some of my favorite YouTubers. This is
so much more energizing than talking about the news.
Well, yeah, your own interests and stuff. They answer a lot of questions, man. It's a lot of the same platform.
Have to worry about.
They talk to people that work in gun stores.
Yeah.
This is just a really great channel. God, Family, and Guns. He has a lot of good videos here.
Yeah.
First time gun buyer, watch Maggie run a background check. Warning to churches: are you fighting on the right side? Probably what that says. On the right side of God. There's just, this dude is a really good channel. I highly suggest him. Anyway, with that, we're going to go ahead and change gears. I'm going to get into the word real quick because I got to use the restroom. And look at the time. Look at the time. Almost 90 minutes we've been rocking and rolling. We're going to be reading in 1 Peter, and I think this is the, let's see, New International
Amen.
Version.
His name is I Am. That is awesome. Yeah, thank you. You're awesome. And Jesus is the only way.
Oops. Jubilee. Whoops. All right, so
yeah, Eddie, he is a lawyer, and you know what? There's another. Who's that? Oh my gosh, he lives like around here, and he's a lawyer, and he is
TFB.
Yeah,
TFB. Let's see. I think I've lost. You know what? We're just gonna have to do it. And oh no, I'm sorry. When you have to use the restroom, sometimes it just ruins everything.
Oh no, I'm sorry, baby.
All right, so I'm going to read in 1 Peter chapter 1. Let's see. I'm going to start at verse 3 here. I'm just going to read this before we head out, okay, in closing.
Okay.
Praise be to the God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ. In his great mercy, he has given us new birth into a living hope through the resurrection of Jesus Christ from the dead, and into an inheritance that can never perish, spoil, or fade. This inheritance is kept in heaven for you, who through faith are shielded by God's power until the coming of the salvation that is ready to be revealed in the last time. This is very powerful. It was laid on my heart. It was given to me to read. And I don't avoid these verses when they're given to me, because when I do, they keep showing up every time I go to the book, the verse that I was supposed to read. So, and all this, you greatly rejoice. Though now for a little while you may have had to suffer grief and all kinds of trials. These have come so that the proven genuineness of your faith, of greater worth than gold, which perishes even though refined by fire, may result in praise, glory, and honor with Jesus Christ is revealed. All
Amen.
right. So, hey, we love you guys.
Wait. Do we want to do a room raid?
I really have to use the restroom.
Oh, yeah, no, you're right.
I'm trying to close this one out. Next time, get your room raiders ready. We'll definitely do it. I'm sorry to bail out on you guys.
I'm sorry, but
I'm not trying to bail.
No,
I'm sorry.
It was me. I'm sorry for springing that up.
Hey, guys. We just want to say we love you, and thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight, guys. Thank you so much for smashing the like button, subscribing, ringing the bell, following us over to ODYSEE. Don't forget, first link in the description. Sorry to do a stupid plug, but I have to. Got to do what I can. You know what I mean? You can also subscribe to our backup channel. Let's see. You can follow us on Instagram. Tiff has an Instagram at Graceful Creations Crew.
I'll close out because I want to say bye to everybody.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, thank you so much, guys. Keep us in your prayers. We pray for you constantly.
Yes.
We love you. I just want to say I love you, Brofish.
MLP, good, so good to see you again. V, thank you as always.
I hate to be particular, but I have a certain way I was going to do the buttons and close it all out.
Okay, fine.
Stinky.
BMF, Dragon Slayer, Boris, good night, y'all. Have a good evening. Joe, you and your wife have a good evening. All right,
I
go ahead.
appreciate that, guys. Thank you so much for the love and the encouragement. We love you guys, and thank you so much. Brofish, I'll see you guys on the next one. We'll see you guys on the next one.
Yes.
Be sure to check out ODYSEE. Maybe look into it if you've never heard of it. Might be a thing you might. A lot of your favorite YouTubers might be heading over there. If you do have any, you might not have any favorite YouTubers, which is not crazy. That's totally, awesome if you're in that place of your life.
Right. Jessica, good night. His name is I Am. Have a good night, y'all.
We love you guys. Thank you so much for rocking and rolling with us for another episode. Oh no, the crazy music is back. All right, guys, we love you. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and clicking on the video. We look forward to seeing you guys on the next one and hanging out next time. See you guys later on.
Oh, I like this music.
The music.
Can you play it for me?